What is up, Pod Squad? Reddapod here, coming to you with week 2 of the TPL. This week, our Hudson Hydreigons are facing off against the Arizona State Impidimps. Last week, if you saw the match, you know that it ended in a tie. Actually, I believe it was the only tie last week. So a little bit of a unique outcome. But we're hoping to pick up our first win of the season. We're not playing Pokemon to tie every week. We're playing Pokemon to win. So we're hoping we can get our first W of the season against a pretty good squad. They have some really good Mons on their side. But I do think that there's one Mon on our team that there is probably limited answers for, and that would be our star player. That would be our Togekiss, of course. And we're going to actually see as we go through here and set this battle up that we're going to just go for a hyper-aggressive lead with the Togekiss and see what we can make happen. The Pokemon I did not bring this week was Abomasnow. It may have been useful, but I wanted to get Cloyster some action after benching Cloyster last week. And Cloyster, I think, actually had a good matchup too, running a Focus Sash Shell Smash set. That was much more difficult to say than I anticipated. So that was kind of a contingency to our actual lead here. Here you can see the squad in all its glory. But we're going with the hyper-aggressive lead with Togekiss. The Togekiss is holding a weakness policy. It's running Flamethrower because I anticipated seeing the Skarmory and was hoping the double was Fluffy. Dazzling Gleam to take care of the Dragapult and the Scrafty. Air Slash for, general flinch BS mixed with super effective damage on a few of the Mons. And then we're actually running a move to deal with this specific lead, the Gastrodon. So Gastrodon gets Yawn, and in playtesting, I didn't really have a great answer for it, so we actually put Magical Leaf on Togekiss this week. So we're actually going to open up here and just try and take out this Gastrodon. Hopefully it's not running a Focus Sash, and we're going to hit it with the Max Overgrowth. And there's Togekiss in all of its glory. This will probably be a familiar sight over the course of the season, is this Togekiss in Dynamax form. Oh, we outspeed, so you see the Max Overgrowth come out, and at this point I'm just praying that it's not Focus Sashed and about to yawn me, and it is not. So our Togekiss is in fairly good position here. I think the only Mon that outspeeds it on my opponent's side is the Dragapult. And I would bet that if we saw the Dragapult here, it would probably come in with an electric attack, but we have a weakness policy to cover for that. And he's having a think, which is fair, I don't believe he anticipated losing the Gastrodon there. Togekiss normally doesn't run a grass move. That was just something I discovered during playtesting that I thought would be very helpful. So the Scrafty comes out, and we need to get that speed boost going just to make this thing, more unstoppable. So we'll let off the Max Airstream into Scrafty for super effective damage, and that's another one-shot. So now we're +1 speed. I believe at this point we outspeed the Dragapult. And the Rapidash. The Rapidash, that one could have been a problem as well if I didn't outspeed it. I believe it has access to Poison Jab. So again, just trying to make sure that we take care of all the possible counters to this Togekiss. So now that we're +1 speed, I don't think anything could outspeed it without a Choice Scarf. And finally we see the Dragapult. I outspeed the Dragapult if it's not Choice Scarfed. So I go ahead and click the Max Starfall. And this is probably the biggest threat to our team if it gets out of control, the Dragapult. I do have some contingencies in the back for it, though. I have Sucker Punch running on the Pincurchin. I have Shadow Sneak running on the Gallade. We have the Focus Sash on the Cloyster. So if we were really in a bind, we could probably take down the Dragapult. But I'm just hoping that this Max Starfall can do the job, because I really don't want to have to try and go up against now Dynamax Dragapult with what I have in the back right now. So we let off the Max Starfall, and thankfully the Dragapult is not Focus Sashed. And we get a crit to boot. We're not running Super Luck, so that was purely just good luck this week. But I don't know if it mattered. If it was Assault Vested Dragapult, it did matter. So that's a little bit of bad luck for my opponent if it is Assault Vested Dragapult. But now his Dynamax is gone. Togekiss did its job on its Dynamax turns. So now we see what the 3 remaining Mons that we have to deal with are. And he sends out Cheap the Double. So I believe, I could be wrong, I may be mixing it up with Gradient, but I think this thing gets access to Gyro Ball. I could be wrong, which could be a minor problem. So we let off Flamethrower, hoping that it's Fluffy. I don't know the calc off the top of my head, so that may have been Fluffy Flamethrower damage. And we see Double Edge come out, which does a lot of damage. You know, stab, physical, attacking move into Togekiss. It's always going to do some decent damage unless you're running a physically defensive Togekiss. But we just go ahead and we click Flamethrower again. And the Flamethrower was able to take care of the double. Another crit, it did not matter as we saw how much damage the first one did, but that's another just bit of bad luck, considering this is not a Super Luck Togekiss. So there's 2 Mons left, if I remember from the team preview. There's the Rapidash remaining and the Sarina. So the Rapidash comes out, and like I said, this thing gets Poison Jab access, so I'm thinking if I don't want to lose my Togekiss at this HP range, let's just go for some flinching strats with Serene Grace, and we get the flinch there. So I was very happy about that. And, you know, the flinch worked once. We're definitely in damage range to take it down, so we're just going to click Air Slash again and hope that that does the job for us. And that takes care of the Rapidash. So my opponent is now down to their Sarina, which, I mean, Togekiss has 2 moves on it right now that counter it pretty well. So I think we're in good shape here. So we'll click Air Slash again, and if it doesn't KO, maybe we'll get the flinch. I believe it's a 60% chance with Serene Grace. But it doesn't KO, but we do get the flinch again. So Togekiss, I mean, just having an absolute hell of a time this week regarding luck. And down goes Sarina. So Togekiss picks up the 6-0 sweep this week, kind of padding its kill totals in the league. You know, my opponent's team, it was just a tough matchup with regards to typing. I don't think there was a real answer for Togekiss Dynamax turn 1. And we were able to just get in really good position. I think that Magical Leaf may have been a game changer, being able to one-shot his Gastrodon. But after that, we were pretty much set up in position. So GG's to my opponent, the Arizona State Impidimps. I hope to play again in the future. If we both make it to the playoffs, we'll square off again, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Week 3 is right around the corner, so look out for that video. Also, be sure to check out my other matches. There will also be some doubles draft league content as well on this channel. So if you're more interested in doubles proper VGC format than you are 6v6 singles, we'll have some of that coming your way as well. So be sure to check it out. But until next time, take care.